Hello students, welcome to the biology class of 8. Today we are going to start a new chapter of annual course. But before we start a new chapter, let's have some warm-up discussion. Dear students, growing up is a natural process. We all know. Growth begins from the day a baby is born. A baby grows and becomes a child. There is a period of life in human beings when a person is neither a child nor an adult. The transitional period of physical and mental development which occurs between childhood and adulthood is called adolescence. Adolescence is a period of life when many changes takes place in the body from childhood to adulthood, that is between the ages of 12 to 18. It marks the growth in physical, mental and emotional changes that take place in the body. Dear students, the years during adolescence period is also called teenage period. Why? Because the period of adolescence covers the teen years, 13 to 18 or 19 years. So, the name of the chapter which we are going to start today is chapter number 10, Reaching the Age of Adolescence. Now, let us understand the concept of puberty. The period during which adolescent boys and girls reach sexual maturity and become capable of reproduction is called puberty. In fact, puberty is the time when a child's body starts changing into an adult's body. Puberty tends to start earlier in girls than in boys. Generally, girls attain puberty at a lower age of 10 to 13 years, while boys reach puberty at a comparatively higher age of 12 to 14 years. At puberty, many changes occur in the bodies of boys and girls. The most visible change during puberty is the rapid increase in the rate of growth, that is height. Puberty is marked by the development of secondary sexual characteristics in boys and girls. Now, what is the meaning of secondary sexual characteristics? The sexual characteristics controlled by hormones which distinguish between sexually matured males and females, that is, sexually mature boys and girls, but are not directly involved in reproduction, are called secondary sexual characteristics. For example, the growth of facial hair like mustache and beard in boys and the development of breasts in girls is a secondary sexual characteristics which is visible during puberty. The secondary sexual characteristics start developing at the time of puberty and continue to develop through the period of adolescence. Now look at the figure 4. We see Adam's apple in a grown-up boy. That is a boy who is passing through the age of puberty. Now, what is Adam's apple? The bulge or projection at the front of throat or neck in grown-up boys is called Adam's apple. Adam's apple is formed in grown-up boys because of the bigger voice box in the throat. This Adam's apple is not seen in case of grown-up girls. Now, why the name Adam's apple has been given? For that, there is a very interesting mythological story given in the book. Dear students, you can go through it. It is because of this Adam's apple in grown-up boys, they have heavier and deeper voice as compared to girls. Now, look at the figure 5. Many adolescent boys and girls get pimples on their face during puberty. This is also one of the change found in the children or grown-up boys and girls at the age of puberty. The pimples and acne are formed due to the increased activity of sebaceous glands and sweat glands present in the skin. Actually, the level of hormones in boys and girls rises too much at puberty. These hormones stimulate the sebaceous glands and sweat glands present in the skin. The increased activity of sebaceous glands, that is, oil glands, causes them to secrete more oil, and the increased activity of sweat glands make them secrete more sweat. The excess oil and sweat get collected in the tiny pores of the skin. Thus, pimples are caused by the clogging and infection in the skin pores.